a hard time with postpartum depression. So obviously I wasn't a very good mother. And so when my mom died in October 2010, my son had just turned 1. And at the funeral, the father of my child decided to bring custody papers to my mom's funeral right before I gave her eulogy. So I lost my mom and my son in the same day, in a sense. And that's when I turned to like whatever I could find, addiction, drug-wise. I have a lot of trauma in my history, sexual and physical abuse. I just wanted to numb the pain. So it took me down a pretty dark road. My addiction lasted about 6-7 years. I weighed probably 110 pounds. I was a skeleton. I didn't eat. All I cared about was just numbing the pain. And my sister and my dad would call and look for me and were worried about me. And the pain was too great and I was too embarrassed for what I was doing to pick up the phone. But now that I realize that I'm sober, they had no idea if I was dead or alive. It wasn't a good life. It was very dark and gloomy. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Anytime I woke up from an overdose, my sister was there crying. My sister she just refused to answer the phone anymore because she was afraid that they were going to say they found me dead. So waking up to her, crying again, I don't know what changed in me, but I was just tired, very tired. I had a mental breakdown in early 2013. I just was sick of living how I was living. I had a good life before drugs and alcohol, and I knew there was a way out, so I wanted to take that opportunity. Being that depressed to wanting to not be here anymore, to actually caring about my life again was a process. It probably took a few months of intense counseling. I had counseling at the Oak House. Obviously for drug and alcoholism, but I needed more help, and I decided to, instead of going on my own and going to new directions instead, they've just been a huge support for me to know that Regan is a good person and Regan can overcome whatever I've gone through in my life. Just because I've been knocked down or I've knocked myself down, I can get back up, and they were there to help guide me and show me a way out. I'm hoping to get back to work. I've worked my whole life since I was 14, and I'm just kind of a go-getter. I don't like to just sit around, so that's my goal, is to get back to work. I now have shared parenting with my son, which, a year ago I can only see him 6 hours a week, and New Directions for Living really supported me. They were willing to come to court for me. It's a great program. I'm just very grateful that I never did pass away from all my drug use and what I went through. Seeing my son and spending time with my son is the most important thing to me. He just brightens my world. I mean, I didn't know how he was going to react after not seeing me for that long, because I wasn't in his life for a good 6 years. And when I saw him for the first time in 2016, he ran to me and said, "Mommy, I love you." And